Curse Breaker's chosen ones, listen, I am only here because I want you to believe in yourself. That's why I'm using my gifts. That's my purpose. To teach, to learn, to explain, to listen, to grow, to help people free themselves for emotional and mental incarceration. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. One thing you need to know, the universe is always in your favor. Yes, my glasses are crooked. I work at the jail mentoring the youth. Things happen. I break up fights. They always crooked, probably every 2 weeks. But what I want you to know is that when I say that the universe is in your favor, it really is. And I want you to think about it. That voice inside you, inside your mind, your body, your soul, that's your higher self. That's that gamma frequency, that godlike energy. You know, it's talking to you. The more you listen, the more you progress a lot faster. That's quantum leaping, you know. Understand that time is a construct, and, you know, the more that you can put in work now for delayed gratification later, and you do things that pertain to your highest self right now, then you're gonna get there a lot faster. You might get there at 27 instead of 30 because you worked really hard, you focused and locked in and cut out the distractions, or at least found a place where you can ground yourself and you go back there every time when you're unsure about things. You're really solid, your foundation is solid. Listen, with the universe being in your favor, it's really a lot more simple if you pay attention. Because when the universe is in your favor, you're being pulled to your calling. You're being pulled to your purpose. You're being pulled to, it might not be where exactly you want to be, but where you need to be. And here's the thing. You're going to realize synchronicity. You're going to see that a lot of things are more synchronized the more you begin to step, the more that you realize. If you read The Alchemist, and I love referring back to this book because it's so important, it's so vital. You know, once you go on a journey to discover your personal legend, I promise you, you're going to be pulled to the finish line. But remember, on the journey, it's multiple distractions, it's multiple illusions, it's multiple things to take you off your guard, out your zone, off balance. That's why balance is so important. Yes, life is going to be totally unbalanced. But in the midst of chaos, and that's why we meditate, you got to find your balance. So I want you to think about it. As you're being pulled to the highest version of yourself, I mean, a constant pull. This is what your soul, this is, you know, what you feel, that gut feeling when it's telling you don't do something. Don't go here with these people. You know, something's going to end up wrong. It might not always end up extremely negative, but you need to realize you might think you didn't need to get in the car with those people who had weed and guns because, you know, it's just not the right thing to do. And, you know, you don't want to go back to where you came from. You don't want to be putting yourself in that position, your people. I understand that. But I want you to think about it. Or if just you're ignoring your homework assignments, anything like that, I want you to think about it. What if the reason isn't because you're going to get in trouble? It's because if you stayed home, you were going to spend time with yourself. And you were going to figure out what you need to do next in order to make your next step. Think about that. It's not the fact that something negative is going to happen. It's the fact that you have the opportunity to be present with yourself, to listen to your mind, to figure out what is next. What am I doing right now? Where am I? Who am I? What's next? What's for me? You'll never know because you're not in solitude. You're not isolating yourself. You're not trusting in your faith. And that just goes to show how much little faith that someone might have. And that's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to turn you into a believer of yourself again. But I need you to understand that when you feel that momentum from the universe, from the Most High, from the energies around you, from the ancestors, it's real. Energy never lies. Remember, energy can never be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. It is true. It'll travel, it'll transform, it'll transmute. You do 1,000 things with it, but you cannot destroy it. So think about it. You're going to face a million things. You're going to wake up sometimes mad, sometimes sad, sometimes angry, sometimes happy. But one thing is for sure, your personal legend, your journey will always be there, and the universe will always be pulling for you in your favor. So what if you just let go of everything? You know, the thoughts that aren't even always yours, because we live in a collective consciousness. Sometimes we pass thoughts through to other people. That's why it's important to remain in your solitude. That way you can understand, is this my thought? Oh, this ain't my thought. Okay, boop, out the other ear, straight out the brain. Is this my thought? Oh, this might be my thought, but do I identify as my thoughts right now? No. That's another thing. Stop identifying as your thoughts. Stop identifying as this chapter. That's not you. The story just don't end right here. And I want you to think about this. And I'm up here in this view because I want the bird's eye view. I want you to hear me. I want you to see me. I want to be able to see the scenery. So I really want you to listen to me right here. Think about this. If you just let go of everything, all the distractions, all the things that take you out of your own way, what happens? Do you automatically get there? No. Do you get there a little bit faster? Yes. You're like a rock flowing down the river. You just flow because you're so light. You know, it's just you and your purpose and you big stepping in it. But I want you to think about it. When you let go, you know what you have the ability to do? Is to use your free mind. Use your free spirit, your soul, your body. Keyword is free. Once you let go, you free yourself from everything, and that's when things start to change. Because you're holding on because you want control. You're holding on because you're unsure, because you lack the faith. Or just the actions it takes, because it's one thing to say something, but it's 10 million other things to do it. And we all know how that goes. But I want you to think about it. The minute that you let go and it's consistent, what happens? Your mind is free. Your body eventually becomes free. Your soul eventually becomes free. You become in tune. You know, instead of being scattered, you're in alignment. This way, but we're like this because we're going up vertical, steady progressing, never neglecting. And if we are, so what? We're not stressing because we have faith. Ooh, almost dropped the camera. But listen, the universe is in your favor. It's pulling for you. If it's that new job, that new opportunity, that new relationship, just a new relationship with you, healing, you know, managing relationships with parents and breaking things down, you know, rebuilding, you know, regaining trust, or, you know, debating on these people should be in your life or not. You really have to take the time, but know that the universe is in your favor. There is no wrong decision. And the reason there's no wrong decision is because if you're a true alchemist, then you can turn anything into gold. And it's about perspective. Yes, it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but was that supposed to happen? Yes. It might not have been the step you thought you should take, but because you took this step to the left, watch what's gonna unfold for you. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might be a week from now. All you gotta do is keep your head up above water and continue to rise. And even if you're not making steps like this and you're just, it's okay. And you'll realize the more you listen to that voice and that momentum, you'll see how much the universe is pulling for you in your favor. It is true. Just when you talk to the moon at night, you can feel it in your heart and your soul. When you speak to the sun, you can feel the energy. The water, you can release, you can let go, you can flow. And the ground, you can really ground and stabilize and feel the energetic flow through your toes and your body and feel like you're balanced. It's always in your favor. Everything around you is in your favor. I'm in your favor. The sky, the moon, the stars, nature, the bugs, the elements, everything is in your favor. Do you hear me? All you gotta do is listen to that voice. But that's just a quick message from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That's just how I was feeling. It was on my mind. I didn't really know what I was gonna say, but I've been seeing a lot of sevens, so we're gonna go with 777 in terms of you know, your intuition, in terms of being whole, in terms of you really understanding who you are and taking steps, because 777 is more so about self-discovery, the journey, who you are, your intuitive psychic. And you're gonna keep building, you're gonna keep growing. And remember, the more you see these numbers repeated, pay attention to them. Don't just look at one site. Don't just read one book. Don't just look at one thing. See it. Indulge into things, multiple things, get perspective. That's what it's about. Don't just believe one site because it says this is this. Do your own research. You got to be your own doctor, your own psychic, your own scientist sometimes. It's your life. There's guides out here for you. But until then, keep being you, keep grinding. I promise you, things are going to get better. You're in the right place at the right time right now if you're watching this video. Whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are. Shout out to the people from Africa who have been showing me so much love, by the way. Keep your head up. And from Italy, shout out to y'all. Hey, big curse breakers in the building. Got the Casio watch, you know, hopefully I get the sponsor sooner or later. But enjoy your day. Let's get to it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Cursebreaker808. You know what it is.